Ladies and gentlemen, who eliminated Chris Msando? And what was the objective of his elimination? And is there a chance that Kenyans will one day know the people behind the elimination of Chris Msando? Those are some of the questions Kenyans are always asking. And as a matter of fact, the ghost of Chris Msando are not resting in peace. They always emerge anytime there are issues in the country. Yesterday, the ghost of Chris Msando was spotted at Statehouse in Nairobi. They were spotted immediately. William Samoei Arap Ruto came to the defense of WAFULA Chebukati. And the moment he also accused Uhuru Kenyatta of planning to eliminate and planning to abduct WAFULA Chebukati. And as a matter of fact, Chris Msando is not resting in peace, and his ghost will continue haunting Kenyans until his killers will be brought to book.
I don't know what to tell you because I have why. Are you happy? Because I know you're watching. May you not have peace, and vengeance is of the Lord.
There's a gentleman on this platform, a friend of mine, who shared with me something, because I want to demonstrate to you that the ghost of Chris Msando were actually spotted. This is what this gentleman shared with me, that when they wanted to re-elections in 2017, they killed Msando. Nothing prevented them. When they wanted to eliminate Joseph Nkaiseri, they did it. National Security Council was at Bomas in 2013 and 2017. In 2013, we saw the then CDF, I think Chief of Defense Force, Karangi at Bomas. In 2017, we saw the then Chief of Defense Forces, Madade at Bomas. In 2022, the Chief of Defense Force, Kibochi, sent Deputy Ogola to represent him. Why is the issue of Ogola being an issue? Nothing would stop them from kidnapping Chebukati or even kill him if they wanted. That's something which someone shared with me. But the ghost of Chris Msando was lingering all over. On Twitter, the moment William Ruto came to the defense of WAFULA Chebukati and accused Uhuru, Chris Msando was actually trending on Twitter. Let me just read for you a few tweets from Twitter. I've just tapped on Twitter Chris Msando so that I could read for you some of the tweets which were there. One of them was by a gentleman called Aboga Makori. He's saying President Uhuru and Raila are harmless. They cannot even harm a housefly. We know who killed Msando, Meshak Yebei, Kenei, and even Jacob Juma. The person is well known. WAFULA Chebukati should stop nonsense, fabricating stories to sanitize his crime. Garcia. Then Wanjiru, the advocate, is known in the country, is saying, Nabi William Ruto, why are you so concerned with a murder that never was, while you have conveniently remained silent on Msando murder? Doesn't it pain? Has WAFULA Chebukati recorded a complaint with the DCI about a threat to his life? Nabi, your hate for Uhuru is beyond measure. That's another one. Then Kabando Wakabando, the former member of parliament for Mukurweni, is saying, President Ruto's resolve that crooks who plotted to kidnap and kill IEBC chairman of WAFULA Chebukati be punished deserves support. Ahead, kidnappers and murderers of IEBC's Chris Msando should be nailed. Why has Chebukati never demanded justice for Msando? Let's end impunity. Then Gabriel Ogoda is saying here, Chebukati says someone wanted to kidnap him or kill him before announcing result. But Chebukati has refused to tell us who kidnapped and killed Chris Msando under his watch in 2017. The arc of moral universe might be long, but it will finally bend. Then someone called Nation Kiyama Kimei, I think is one of those guys who are Kenya Kwanza. He's saying, sasa mnajifanya hamjui that the side of Jubilee that killed Msando is the same one that was supporting Azimio. President Ruto hasn't said anything we didn't know. Azimio wanted to kill, steal, and destroy. If it wasn't for IEBC, you see, even those who supported Kenya Kwanza, the ghost of Chris Msando could not let them rest in peace. They had to come and make a comment. And if you go further, even Gabriel Dolan is saying, so President said there was a plot to kidnap and assassinate Chebukati. Go the whole hog and name the culprits, and when you are at it, tell us who assassinated Chris Msando. So basically, the ghost of Msando was lingering all over. In this video, I want us to look at why the ghost of Msando could not let Ruto and his message on Chebukati just go like that. Every time you mention Moses Kuria on Twitter, for example, if Moses Kuria were to say anything on Twitter, expect Chris Msando to trend. Why? Because of that particular photo. At some point, I remember Moses Kuria had to write a very strong message to Kenyans who kept on tagging him whenever the issue of Msando comes up. As long as WAFULA Chebukati is alive, and as long as Msando is dead, the truth of the matter is that that ghost will always there. But why would William Ruto talk of Chebukati, heap praises on Chebukati, and then blame Uhuru, and then from nowhere, Chris Msando is emerging? Before we go on to all those details, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, press that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us get back to the main issue. And by the way, I really want to appreciate those people who always check out the other channel. I'm putting up another video tomorrow. It's not, we normally do it every 2 days. We are putting up another video where we teach people how to make money on Tip Master. So if you have not yet subscribed to that channel, please, I'm going to put the link here. Today we are talking about data entry jobs, which you can easily do from your comfort of the house. For those who don't have jobs, I'm going to give you the website where you can get those jobs. So check out for that video. Now let us get back to the main issue. Why is Msando ghost haunting Kenya? And why do you think the ghost of Msando emerged yesterday when Ruto came to the defense of WAFULA Chebukati? The first reason why Kenyans raised the issue is because of the fact that William Ruto has never talked about the death of Msando. We are talking of two cases here. WAFULA Chebukati, who is alive, who nobody even threatened. Maybe he was just threatened, but nobody even texted him. Nobody even went to his house. In fact, in his own account, WAFULA Chebukati is saying that he was just at his house. He left Bomas, went to his house. Nobody came there. The other three commissioners were also like, they went, disappeared. Nobody bothered them. Nobody bothered their families. They were just there. But for Chris Msando, he was eliminated. William Samoei Arap Ruto, who was the president, who was the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya at that time, has never talked about the issue of Msando. And Kenyans were like, why would you talk of WAFULA Chebukati being kidnapped strongly the way you have been talking about it, yet you've never spoken about Chris Msando? Remember when Miguna was deported out of the country, William Ruto took up that matter and he brought Miguna back into the country. The expectation of Kenyans was that William Ruto would do the same with Msando. He would talk about Msando and probably tell Kenyans who eliminated Chris Msando, because Chris Msando was eliminated because he wanted a free, fair contest. And in fact, if you look at this country, there's a trend of political assassinations. You know, in 2013, George Saitoti and Orwa Jode had an accident when they were headed to Ndewa for a ramp. Their plane fell. They burnt beyond recognition. If you ask me, those deaths were political because Saitoti was keen on running for the presidency. As long as Saitoti was going to be on the ballot, there was no way. There was no way, I'm telling you. As long as Saitoti was going to be on the ballot, there was no way Ruto and Uhuru were going to win the presidency. So the deep state at that time paved way for Uhuru and Ruto to win by eliminating Saitoti. Those are facts. One thing I'm not sure about up to this stage is why Nkaiseri was also eliminated according to what most people are saying. But political assassinations are in this country. And Ruto was silent on them. He's very vocal on Chebukati, and that's why Kenyans were like, talk about Msando, talk about Msando, talk about Msando, and that ghost blew up on Twitter. Number two, why the ghost of Msando is coming up is because of William Ruto's attempt to sanitize WAFULA Chebukati. You know, there is no way you can successfully sanitize WAFULA Chebukati in this country because WAFULA Chebukati presided over two elections. There was the general election in 2017, which he presided over as the chairperson. That election was nullified by courts. That election was never free and fair. Then he conducted another election, which there are questions. Then you tell Kenyans that, you know, WAFULA Chebukati. I don't know why I mentioned the name of WAFULA Buke, a good friend of mine. Sorry, Buke. WAFULA Chebukati. There's no way you can mention the name of WAFULA Chebukati as a hero, as long as the ghost of Msando is there, because Msando wanted a free and fair election. He was eliminated quickly. They replaced Chris Msando with a gentleman called Muhati, who presided over the election, and we all know that the Kemskit collapsed. So Kenyans were like, we are not going to allow you to sanitize WAFULA Chebukati. First of all, tell us about Msando. The third reason why the ghost of Msando is coming up is because of William Ruto's attempt to divert the attention of Kenyans from real issues affecting the country at the moment. So Chris Msando's ghost is telling him, no, don't divert. There are real issues there. Otherwise, what Ruto is trying to do is trying to create another narrative, another discussion. The Hustlers Funds has failed. The cost of living is still up. I mean, jobs are not there. Time is running up. So basically, Kenyans are facing a lot of challenges at the moment. So William Ruto wanted to divert that attention by coming up with the issue of WAFULA Chebukati. And Kenyans are like, no, Msando has refused. You are not going to drag the issue of 2022. If you have to drag it, then you are also going to drag the issue of 2017. Number four, in my view, is that a narrative is being crafted. And that narrative is about 2022 election. Someone outside there is keen on telling Kenyans that the 2022 election was a good election, was credible. While we all know that, first of all, the election materials were found in the hands of foreigners. That as we speak, the system which was used for that particular election is actually in the hands of foreigners. And that those foreigners came to this country and set up their operation centers. As long as Kamago is there, you can't say that the elections were free and fair. Kenyans have accepted that Ruto is the president. But again, why Msando ghost came up is because William Ruto is trying to send a message to Uhuru that I'm going to punish you over 2022. Msando is asking him, why not 2017? I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.